Dear colleagues from universities and educational consultancies, dear friends, students and their parents, everyone who joined us today on October 21st, I am delighted to welcome you all at the session number 3 of Russian Global Education Day, or Global Red. My name is Dmitry Nersesyan. I am Director of Education Expert Center. The event is organized by Education Expert Center and the international team of dozens of partners across Africa, Asia, Europe, and Latin America. I want to say special thanks to the international team of Global Red that has been preparing and promoting the event, and I really appreciate your efforts and hope that you will enjoy the event and we will continue our joint work in future. Today I am accompanied by my colleague Elena Taranenko.
Thank you, Dmitry. The Russian Federation has always been a popular study destination since Soviet times, thanks to major efforts of Russian government, Russian Federal Agency Россотрудничество, Russian cultural centers, and Russian-speaking communities abroad, and Russian universities, of course, because Russian universities provide high-quality education at very competitive rates. In some areas, Russian universities are among world leaders. Several Russian universities regularly present in international rankings, constantly improving their positions, both in institutional and subject rankings. Currently, Russia is implementing the federal project called Educational Expert. It has already resulted in growing numbers of international students studying in Russia. Also, some major developments have been implemented recently, like official part-time employment for international students pursuing degree programs, which came into force on August 5, and opportunity for successful graduates to apply for Russian citizenship. Also, it's very important to note that Russian universities offer a lot of English-taught degree programs, and international students don't require IELTS to get enrolled. There are still so many things that I could say. However, I prefer us to wait for universities' presentations.
Yeah, but before we start, I am happy to give a floor to our keynote speaker, President of Education Consultants Association of Nepal, Mr. Prakash Pandey. Currently, Nepal is a major source market for international students across the globe. Mr. Pandey has been in education consultancy business for 15 years and is successfully running his company. ECAN is an active association of professionals, keeping abreast of knowledge on every detail in a broad study and subsequent student counseling. As a center of all educational consultancies in Nepal, ECAN is an authoritative body that not only controls and monitors all activities of its member consultancies, but also nurtures and maintains the country's environment for international education. I should also mention that ECAN's experience on building transparent business atmosphere in the national market is quite unique, even in global dimension. So please, Mr. Pandey, I hope you're with us.
Yes, thank you. Mr. Dmitry Nersesyan, Director, Education Export Center, representatives from different universities across Russia, students and parents, education consultants, and stakeholders attending this program today from corners of the world. Hello and namaste to all of you from land of Himalayas, Nepal. I'm extremely happy attending and addressing this opening session of this program at the capacity of President of ICANN. Thank you for the opportunity to Global Red Team and initiative of Education Export Center Russia. The international education community faces unique and exceptional challenges as a result of this COVID-19 pandemic. ICANN leadership recognizes that international educators will need an opportunity to come together during this critical time through initiatives like Global Rate. We value this Global Rate initiative as it is aimed at developing Russia at the top study destination among international students with support from global community of education consultant. I believe this is where we come in handy. ECAN, insert, Educational Consultancy Association of Nepal, which happens to be the oldest since it was established back in 29th August 1997 and is the largest umbrella organization of companies operating out of Nepal. And it has around 471 members across Nepal, with ECAN having its own offices, main office in Kathmandu and 6 branches across Nepal. So we closely work with Ministry of Education in making sure that all consultancies are regulated enough. They work within the guidelines formulated by the government. This means the Ministry of Education authorizes license to operate for education consultancy companies in Nepal. We have our own codes of conduct, which we developed back in 2006. And that's one of the key reasons which keeps us, all the consultants, motivated and professional enough to always give the best services to our students, clients, or be the universities or any institution we represent. Thus, I can definitely say that we have the best and professional consultants as ECAN members who abide by ECAN codes of conduct. Our codes of conduct also endorses London statement that was published a few years back, and we follow the policies set out by Nepalese government regulating consultancy companies in Nepal. Since I'm speaking about Nepal, Russia, global education, and especially education in Russia, I do have to mention, I believe, about the relations between Nepal and Russia. Otherwise, my message would be incomplete. Nepal and Russia Friendship Association was established in July 1956. In 1958, then our state head, late King Mahendra, paid a state visit to Soviet Union, which helped solidify our diplomatic relations with Russia. And soon in 1959, economical and technical cooperation agreement was signed between the two countries. Since then, we've come across a lot in our relationship. As of 15 July 2020, we see more than Nepalese rupees of 694 million worth of foreign direct investment has been received from Russia, which is invested in 42 different companies in Nepal, and it has been able to generate 1,464 jobs in Nepal. We receive around 10,000 Russian tourists every year before this COVID-19 pandemic happened. And most importantly, I need to address something regarding education, and the key important that I want to share is we've already got more than 5,000 Nepalese graduates from Russia, and many of them are very successful entrepreneurs, bureaucrats, medical professionals, engineers, and in other different areas as well. One of the topmost body that looks after recognizing foreign qualification, be it in engineering, the Nepal Engineering Council, it recognizes around 26 Russian universities, and most of the medical colleges in Russia are recognized by Nepal Medical Council. Nepal being one of the source country for many top education promoting countries like US, UK, Australia, Canada, Nepal of late has been often regarded as one of the biggest source country. We send more than 50,000 international students every year, including for India, where our borders are open and our students do not need visa usually. So lots and lots of students these days look toward going abroad for quality higher education, and this is something I guess education institution in Russia as a government, education promoting bodies like Education Export Council or Russian Culture Center in Nepal should look to engage in such areas, since Nepal is one of the key source country, uh, and it could actually attract a lot of Nepalese students. I was actually going through one of the data offered by Ministry of Education in Nepal. Over last 3 years, the no objection certificate, which is usually issued by Ministry of Education for outbound students to help them with the necessary foreign exchange facility, we saw each year, each fiscal year over last 3 years, 122, 169, and 83. So in total, around 374 no objection letter being issued. Over last 10 years, the data would be around 938. So all of these students actually do not get visa, but most of them actually get visa. So this means we can probably say almost around 350 plus students are currently in Russia studying different courses. So looking at the size of the student that go abroad from Nepal and the size that actually goes to Russia, I guess there's a lot of room for improvement for Russia as an education destination. As working for the ECAN and the quality education consultants in Nepal, I guess this is where we can normally build our relations in making sure right universities get the right educational partners, education consultants, in helping them get the right students. Most of the Nepalese students are always keen on scholarships on top of the quality education they wish to normally get. And Russia happens to be one of the quality education destination. Not just that, over the last few years, the way international education dynamics had changed, the way topmost international student attracting countries are offering international student values for their education and the opportunities during the study or the post-study. Most of the Nepalese students will also look for internship, part-time work opportunities during studies, post-study work opportunity after finishing their course. I guess the initiatives like Global Rate definitely helps spread the message among students about the benefits of studying in Russia as planned or as discussed in the motto of the Education Export Council or the Global Rate Initiative. I believe some of these information will help all the stakeholders participating in this today's program. But once again, my best wishes to you all for the success of the rest of the program, Global Russia Education Day Global Rate, which is the third worldwide event that's happening today. I look forward to closely working with Global Rate Team, Export Education Council, Education Export Council, sorry, Center, and to serve the Nepalese community and our Asian bodies. Hopefully, I believe this kind of forum will bring more and more avenues and opportunity for us to discuss further and strengthen our relations. Thank you once again for this opportunity. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Pandey. Today, 10 leading Russian universities will make their presentations for global community of education consultants and prospective students who consider Russia as their study destination. Oh, dear friends, I wish good luck to all speakers today and participants. First, we go to Northeast Federal University in Yakutsk. Yakutsk is located just 450 kilometers south of the Arctic Circle and is considered as the coldest large city in the world. Good afternoon. We are happy to have you with us, Miss Sardana Gavrileva from the Northeast Federal University. Please, welcome.
Hello, dear participants of Global Russian Education Day. Warm greetings from the Northeastern Federal University. I'm Sardana Gavrileva, and I'm a staff member of International Relations Office and the coordinator of all international students in our university. Our university is one of the 10 federal universities in Russia. We are located in Yakutsk, as been mentioned, the capital of the Republic of Sakha-Yakutia, the largest region of Russia. Our university has wide range of specialties. We have 431 different programs for all the levels of education, from bachelor to postgraduate. We have 17 institutes and faculties, 3 branches in such cities as Mirny, Nerengri, and Anader in Chukotka, and more than 18,000 students. Most of our programs are taught in Russian. We have programs in English on master level mostly. And from the last year, we also offer general medicine program taught on 2 languages. The best thing is that for all international students, our university offers grants that cover up to 60% of education fee. So if you have foreign citizenship, you can study more than 2 times cheaper than Russian students. Of course, you can find our university on the list of Russian universities that accept international students who apply for the Russian government scholarship program. And if you consider application for the next year, you have all the chances to apply for the Russian government scholarship and to take part in national trials inside your country. And if you choose NAFU among 6 universities where you want to study, you have very high chances that your application will be accepted. Well, let's have a look at the most popular and demanded programs in our university. The first one, an absolute leader among international students, is General Medicine program. As I mentioned before, we offer it in 2 languages. We have full Russian program where non-Russian citizens may apply, of course, and another offer is only for international students. But it's not completely in English, and let me explain why. If you become a student of our university as a future doctor, you will have a lot of practice in clinics and hospitals starting from the 3rd grade. And Russian patients, they don't speak English, obviously. And to be able to communicate with them, you need Russian language, and you will study partly in Russian after 2nd grade. But first 2 years of education will be in English. As one of the programs that gives you a specialist degree, this program duration is 6 years, and the tuition fee is really affordable. You pay around 1,900 per year, and during your whole education period, this price won't change. The admission tests are biology, chemistry, and Russian language, but if you apply for the paid basis, you need to pass only 2 exams, chemistry and Russian language. Our medical institute has very strong and strict professors to guarantee that you will be a good doctor. And according to the Russian universities ranking, NEFU have 3rd place in Russia among medical universities. The next program is philology. This is not just one program. Our university offers philology programs for different languages. The Institute of Modern Languages and Regional Studies teach students in 6 different languages: English, French, German, and 3 Asian languages: Korean, Chinese, and Japanese. As we are located in the Asian part of Russia, we have strong connections with these universities in these countries, and our students are able to participate in exchange programs several times during their education period, what makes them more professional and more fluent in learning languages. Also, our philological faculty prepares specialists of Russian language and literature. And we also have the Institute of Languages and Cultures of the Peoples of the Northeast of Russian Federation that prepares specialists of Yakut language and literature and other different languages of indigenous peoples of the North. The next one is construction program, which is offered by the Institute of Engineering and Technology. As you probably know, we are living in a very harsh climatic conditions in Yakutia. This educational program will teach you to construct buildings even in permafrost. After graduation, you will become a specialist that can work all over the world. Also, we have several small innovation companies in our university that connected to this program. These companies can build houses from wood, stone, and make sandwich panels, heat-saving constructions, etc. Hence, students of NEFU have various choice of internship in these companies. The next one is economics program offered by the Institute of Finance and Economics. Students of this program get fundamental knowledge in their professional sphere and have various choices of the future career. It should be mentioned that students of economics are participating in exchange programs with our partners in European and Asian universities more often than others. As a bachelor program, the duration is 4 years, and students need to pass math, foreign language, and Russian language. As our republic is well known for diamonds industry, and the diamond mining company Alrosa is known all over the world as the diamond company #1. Of course, we offer mining program as one of our priority. Mining engineer is a very serious profession. This is also a specialist degree program, and that's why the duration of it is 5.5 years. After graduation, our students are able to and qualified enough to work in such companies as Alrosa, Anabar Diamonds Joint Stock Company, Coal Mining and Processing Company Colmar, and others. Yakutia and our university in particular prepare highly qualified specialists in the sphere of mathematics and computer science. Our students often win whole Russian and world-level Olympiads in math and informatics. That makes the Institute of Mathematics and Informatics very attractive for students. Also, our university have laboratory of supercomputer. Yes, we have supercomputer, and it is one of the most powerful hybrid supercomputers in Russia and the most powerful in the Far East. Architecture. This program is also offered by the Institute of Engineering and Technology. This is a perfect example of technical education in a classical university. As you can see, to apply for this program, you need to pass creative test and qualification test. Our students use modern programs of graphic design, landscape design, 3D modeling, and others, and have a lot of practical work and excursions to be able to create and build. The duration of the program is 5 academic years, and students get a qualification of Bachelor of Architecture. And the last but not least is Oil and Gas Business Program, which is offered by the Institute of Geology and Survey in Yakutsk and also in our branch of NAFU in Mirny. As the major is very applicable and require a lot of practical work, our students have internship in many oil and gas companies, including Sahatransneftegaz, Surgutneftegaz, and others. The specialists in this sphere are very highly demanded, so our graduates don't have any problems in finding a job and usually receive job offers even before graduation. So here you can find the very basic list of documents and medical certificate, chest x-ray, and health insurance you can get in Yakutsk after arrival, or you can bring them from your home country. These key dates are actually for 2020, but for the next year, they will be about the same, so don't worry about it. And as I said, you can apply for the Russian government scholarship, or if you apply on a paid basis, we have our own online admission system on NEFU's website. Our website is offered in 3 languages, Russian, English, and Chinese, and you can find all the information there. As for accommodation, we are very proud to have very good living conditions in our dorms for a very cheap price. You pay only around $12 per month. Our international students live in the newest dormitory in 2 or 3 student shared room with kitchens for 3 rooms, and some of the rooms even have balconies. Our campus is big enough, but all the dorms, education buildings, sport objects, cafeterias, and shops are located very close to each other in a walking distance. Of course, as a big university, we have a lot of events, sports sections for students, many different student clubs, scientific clubs, etc. On the territory of NEFU, we have 2 stadiums, one covered, one open stadium, swimming pool, gyms, and ski base. Near the campus, on both sides, we have 2 lakes, and spring season, our students love to spend skating on these lakes. Foreign students can join our NEFU International Student Club that provides freshmen with buddies who are usually local students who help international students to adopt. Also, they have such projects as Language Tandem, International Cake Date, NEFU Fest, the biggest international event in NEFU, etc. But before arrival, students need to know 2 very important things about Yakutia. The first one is climatic conditions. We have very long and very cold winter. The temperature can reach -48 or -50 degrees in winter, but it's not that scary because our winter is dry and we have very warm clothes, and inside buildings it is always warm. The second one is language. As a national republic, we have our own native language, Yakut, which is very different from English or Russian. The majority of students and teachers are bilingual. Of course, everyone speaks Russian well, and the academic language is Russian. So you don't need to worry about this. Our city is not that big, and we have very comfortable transport system. So any foreigner will be able to move from point A to point B without any problems. And we have many museums and beautiful places in our city and a lot of places to eat. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us on our email address or any of these WhatsApp numbers. I don't know why they're not shown, but they will be there, and we will be very glad to see you in Yakutsk. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you so much, Sardana. And definitely we will share the contact details with all the participants because we have many, as I can see now, registered for this event. Actually, I would like to ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind. First question that I would like to ask you is that since you are, I mean, Yakutsk is based so far away and it's so cold, I'm sure that every student that gets to Yakutsk has a really special support from the staff. Am I right? Can you tell us some tips and maybe hints for coming students? I mean, what kind of special care you can give them? Why they will be happy in Yakutsk?
Of course, we treat them very well because, first of all, before their arrival, we give them all the necessary information about the city, about the republic, about all our like transportation, etc. And of course, we have pickup in the airport, and after arrival, they can directly go to our dormitory, and the room will be prepared for them. We have a Wi-Fi access in all the campus, and as we have several coordinators of international students, every country has its own coordinator that he can like text or write like anytime. So we have full support by the phone or meetings, and we have, as I mentioned, we have buddy programs where students help students, like local students help international students. So usually, even students from far, like far located foreign countries, they are very comfortable in Yakutsk, and the population is very friendly. So you can ask anyone on the street if you like need some help, and everyone will gladly help.
Right. Actually, we have some questions regarding opportunities for career in Yakutsk during the period of studies. I mean, and after that, if the university has any career support center, or do you support these careers somehow?
Yes, our university have career center, and students may refer to them after graduation or like during education period. Like if they search for part-time job, for example, we can offer them that. And for as for work finding after graduation, we can also help with that. Students can refer to career center or to our international office as well, because we always like receive some job offers from some companies in our city or in Russia. So
All right. Since you are based in Siberia, I mean, I'm sure that you have very interesting and good relations with Asian universities, right? Some interesting exchange programs. Are they also available for international students?
yes, all our exchange programs available for international students. And it doesn't matter are they if they studying on a budget place or if they um, study on a paid basis. It doesn't matter. They can all apply for exchange programs after first year of education.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sardana. Thank you for this presentation and answering the questions. We will definitely pass on other questions as we receive them constantly, so then you will be able to directly communicate with the students. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.
Okay, and now we are moving to the city of Tomsk. Tomsk is very famous for its academic and scientific. And I would like to give a floor to Miss Maria Afanasieva from TUSUR, Tomsk State University of Control Systems and Radio Electronics. Maria, welcome and take a floor, please.
Thank you very much. Well, can you hear me well, right? So I would like to represent my university, which is called Tomsk State University of Control Systems and Radio Electronics, as you mentioned, and the short name is indeed TUSUR. So our university is a middle-sized university established in the beginning of 60s to satisfy the needs of the growing industry of satellites and missiles. And since we are most of all dealing with engineering programs in this field. So as I told you, so the university is not very big. So we are the youngest university in Tomsk city. And we have only 12,000 students that are all very, very international. We have 36 countries represented and more than 200 international students on campus. So we also happy to host more than 50 international scholars of Russian Ministry of Education and Science. And we offer more than 80 degree programs in different fields. So we have a lot of infrastructure to host international students and also students coming from regions of Russia, and they are all accommodated in 5 very nicely equipped and new residences. We also developing some dual degree programs. I would like to tell a bit more about this further. And we have a lot of sport opportunities for our students and our teachers and our staff. So, first of all, so I would like to specify that indeed we have a lot of engineering programs, but not only because, well, I would like to speak more about engineering today, but you need to know that our university also can propose programs in management, in economics, and even some human sciences and law studies. So, but these are quite a small choice of programs, but the most focus is made on the degrees in engineering. They are all taught in Russian language. We have very few dual degree programs that are taught in English, but this is not a problem. As all universities in Russia, we have a very efficient pre-university course that would enable all of our students to learn Russian well enough and quite fast to integrate degree studies after. So here are some major, let's say, directions of the engineering programs we have, and they're concentrating mostly in electronics and nanoelectronics, software engineering, information security, radio engineering. Some bachelor, well, you need to know that usually the bachelor degree in Russia is costs around $1,200 and the master degree is a little bit more expensive with $1,300 per year. Also, some important fields we are keen on in our university is mechatronics and robotics, information and computer engineering, business informatics, which is very, very popular today, and of course, information and telecommunication science and technologies. And I would like to speak a little bit more further on this then. Well, electronics and nanoelectronics. So today we live in a world that is changing very fast, and all of us having computers, having like cell phones, and all those little circuits that are inside and that are allowing the huge performance of our devices today. This is all about electronics and nanoelectronics. And when you enter this program, you will definitely learn how to do the best ones, because we have a big international nano research center. And all of our students, bachelors and the masters and the PhD students, of course, have the access to the center to discover themselves and to learn the best practices available in this field. Software engineering, of course, this is, well, by the way, it was the most demanded program for the two latest years. So with the biggest competition on it, because everybody today wants to become a software engineer, a cool programmer who can work all over the world, you know. So this is a program we can propose as well. And this is the field of our expertise, because our students have the reputation of the winners of all the international and national competitions. So the best hackers are here. Mm-hmm. Information security, as I told you, the best hackers as well. So develop a software to hack is not only, but we can also learn students to protect the information environment from different cybernetics attacks. So also, if you want to protect your environment, if you want to know how to, you know, create some special, let's say, programs and software in this field, so this is the way to go. So this program, you need to know, exists only in a bachelor, because after that you need to do some research in a master, and the master unfortunately is not available in our university. So this would be the bachelor program, but do not worry, the bachelor program is well detailed and good enough so that you can become a real professional in this field. Radio engineering, also very passionate topic, and by the way, it was among the first majors that was started to be taught in our university. So we have a big tradition in this field as well, and also we have a very nice tradition to celebrate the Radio Day, which is on the May 7th. In our universities, this is a big holiday, and this radio engineering department is one of the biggest one, hosting the big the big holiday on the May 7th. And we have a very nice tradition also to throw away all the electronics by the windows of our dormitories to manifestate the advancement of the science. And well, this is a city event. Students are having fun all together because, well, the progress is never stopped. Information and telecommunication systems, of course, this is all about internet. This is all about Internet of Things, mobile telecommunication. Those programs are also available in master and bachelor. And well, when integrating this program, you will become a very good specialist in all that is concerning the networks, communication technologies. So you are very welcome to join. And the funniest one I like the most, by the way, this is Mechatronics and Robotics, because you are not only learning all those, you know, control system stuff, but you are also have an opportunity to have fun with the dancing robots, with the small racing cars. So we have a lot of clubs in robotics in the universities, dedicated research laboratories. But also our university is the initiator of the Russian League of RoboCup national championship. And traditionally this championship is held in the city of Tomsk, organized by our university. And our teams are the best in the world. Several times we were victorious at the international competitions at Japan as well. So please join if you have fun. If you want to have fun with robots, you are welcome to join as well. Information and computer engineering. So this is also a very interesting program. If you would like to know how the hardware is organized, so you will learn everything which is related to the computer engineering, how the processes are done, etc. So very, very patient. I will let to learn on the slide the information. Furthermore, I will not detail on this. And of course, business informatics, data sciences, big data, data analytics. So this is the content of this program. So if you would like to become a data analyst, you know, to work on different markets, etc. So this is very, very interesting program with very highly qualified professionals in this field. We have a lot of industries, local and national-wide industries that are working in partnership for this bachelor and master as well. So you will have an opportunity to go to the industry to practice a lot. Well, what do you need for admissions? So I guess the documents could be the same for all of the Russian universities because we are quite similar one to another. And of course, you will need to present a proof of your previous education. So I mean, if you're applying for the bachelor, you will need to to provide the document of certificate secondary education. If you're applying for the master, it could be a bachelor level, and of course for the PhD, either master or a 5-year equivalent education like engineering in a European country. Well, there are some details, probably they could be the same for the others, medical certificates, like, you know, some photos. Of course, the translations will be needed, but do not worry. So for the non-Russian speaking students, we provide pre-university course. Usually all those documentation is done during your first pre-university year. So you do not worry, you will be helped by the staff, by the colleagues, etc. So by the departments. So everything is very well organized so that you do not need to worry about it. You can even apply online if you are far away from Russia, but still fill in the requirements. The steps to apply on your own are quite easy. So we have a dedicated website, which is interedu.tusur.ru, where we have put all the details about the steps to apply. This is very easy. So you need to fill the registration form. The site is available in English and in French. And we're preparing the version in Spanish as well. So yeah, this is very, very easy to apply, very well explained. You can even have the opportunity to pay the registration fee online. So very well. I would like just to spend 1 minute of your time to explain how do we teach our engineers so that they could become a very highly skilled professionals. So we implement so-called project-based group learning. That means that students, all of our students have a dedicated day in a week. They do not have disciplines this day. They have a practice hours in the research laboratories working in teams. And teams are working on different projects. Those teams are international. Those teams are interdisciplinary. Students come from different departments, etc., to work on the ideas that was proposed either by companies, real companies located in the city, in the region, or even in the country, or by the research laboratories of the university, or even different universities from all over the world among our partners, or even the ideas of the student. This is also possible if you have a great idea and you feel like you need a team. So you will have an opportunity to implement your dream, to realize it in our university, and to create a real working team. And you will be helped by tutors and teachers and professors of our university, but also some departments that are also aiming to help students to promote their companies. And for example, for the best projects that were initiated at our university, we established a student business incubator. By the way, this incubator was the first in Russia in 2004 to be opened in a university, and this was our university who just did it. And since, while a lot of projects every year are selected to be placed there, they have places for free, offices, computers, they are helped by marketing department, legal department, I don't know, they have some accelerators, some business angel events, etc. So we are trying to push them to create a really good working enterprise. So our students, we encourage them to become entrepreneurs, not after finishing the degree, but while studying, because, well, in this time, they still have an opportunity to be advised, to have a council of, well, professors, etc. And today we have a lot of those companies already created. By the way, more than 200 companies are already in the network of the spin-out network of the university. And all of those companies, can you imagine, they generate 80% of the regional revenue coming from high-tech products. So this is quite huge. The region itself is, let's say, dynamized by the companies in IT created by our alumni. Speaking about the ranking, so I would not detail on this a lot. So our university was ranked 7th in the Eastern Europe and Central Asia among Russian universities by the share of international students. That means that we have a very good concentration of talents from all over the world. And for the, let's say, teaching approaches, for the employability, the same QS ranking put to our university 5-star note to align the, how to say, to align those merits. Today, as I said, international students are very numerous. So we have more than 2,000 of them coming from 36 countries, and it represents 80% of the total number of full-time students on campus. And of course, we are working a lot to develop more the programs in English and the dual degree programs. Just to specify some of them, so unlikely all of the Siberian universities, we do not have a lot of partnerships with Asian countries, but with European ones. And by the way, so the dual degrees with French universities are more popular than the Asian ones, but still we have some programs with Japan, with Kazakhstan developed. So most of them are delivered in English. So students, international students, have the same opportunity as Russian students to access all of those programs. And they will have the opportunity not only to discover our university, but also to experience studying abroad in Europe and Asia. Also, one important point to mention is in our university, as soon as we have a lot of research laboratories and project teams, we initiated a program that is called International Intern, and we are hosting today and each year more than 30 interns coming from all over the world. So the internships in our university are completely free for the international interns. They can have an opportunity to spend 1 month to 3 months in our research laboratories. All the expenses are paid by the students to the accommodation and other expenses. The studies are for free. So internship itself does not have any tuition fee. So you are very welcome to join. We are looking forward to host more of international students in our research laboratories to exchange the experiences and, you know, do some research approaches. Accommodation. So as soon as we are state university, as my colleagues, we propose a very, very high level accommodation, very comfortable one for international and non-international students, of course. And the prices of it are very, let's say, affordable. We got only, well, the price is only $15 US per month. And for this price, a student can have a place in a student residence, which is organized like a small apartments. So each apartment having 2 rooms, 2-person room and 3-person room. And together, students share the bathroom, the huge kitchen in the corridor, which is very large. They can put bicycles. All of them have balconies, like with a view on a green park with a lot of sport facilities. It's located on campus, so you do not need to travel a lot to reach the buildings, university buildings. Everything is very well concentrated in one place. Student life is very rich and diverse. Students do go out. They have a lot of clubs. So the city of Tomsk is a very nice city where you can find a lot of opportunities to go out. We have a lot of universities. We have a lot of students. So all this population like to go out. So in Tomsk, this is not a question to find some leisure, some club. And in our university, we have more than 20 different leisure and sport clubs for the activities. What you need to know about the city. So as I told you, the city is quite, let's say, student one. 1 person out of 5 is a student or a person related somehow to the university, either faculty or researcher or administrative staff. So the environment is very, let's say, student-oriented, I will call it like this, student-oriented. And it's very safe because, well, when the population is young and, you know, talented and research-oriented, so, well, there is no problem happening in the university and in the city itself. As for the climate, Of course, we are located in Siberia, not the Siberia, on the very north, but in the Siberia closer to the, to China and Kazakhstan. So the climate is, of course, not like in Africa or not like in Asia or Latin America. Of course, we have some longer winter periods and some, shorter summer, but still the summer is 3 months long and with very high temperatures like 35 or something like this. So with a lot of opportunities to go out, to swim in the rivers and lakes, to have some hiking because the landscape is beautiful. So this is very important to know. So not only the city provides leisure opportunities, but you can also go out around the city. The city and the region is very safe and very beautiful to discover. I guess, yeah, and what else? So, of course, the life is not very expensive. We are not located in the city of Moscow. We are very, very far. That means that the prices are 3 times less for the accommodation, but also for the meals, for the public transportation. So this is very, very interesting for international students. As you see on the picture, of course, you can discover a lot of the wooden architecture in the city. So we are one of the most beautifulest cities of Siberia with a rich collection of wooden architecture houses. There are many, many of them, more than 1,000. On the slide, I only put some of them I like the most because, well, these are the most renovated, but nevertheless, there are more of them to discover, not only wooden ones, but also made of stone, also some green parks, some monuments, places of interest. So this is a very, let's say, interesting city to discover, and it's a touristic place indeed. I guess this is it. Thank you for your attention. So you have my contacts on the slide. So I remind you, my name is Maria Afanasova. You have my WhatsApp. You have my WeChat for the Asian students who prefer WeChat. So I'm a head of international recruitment and mobility. And whenever you decide to join us, so I will be the first person to welcome you. Of course, as my colleagues also mentioned, we have a lot of buddy programs. We have pick up at the airport, but still we remain very close to students in their daily life to help them, to listen to them, and to provide them with the assistance every day. Thank you very much for your attention and welcome to Tuzur.
Yes, Maria, thank you so much for so detailed presentation of your university. It's very impressive, and personally myself, I've been to Tomsk several times. It's really vibrant, fantastic city. I really like it. So I would definitely recommend everyone to go to study in Tuzur in Tomsk because it's a really cool city.
Thank you very much.
Actually, since we are running out of time, so we only have we have time only for one question. So I would definitely like to ask you about the following. So IT is an industry where so many ventures are constantly emerging all over the world, right? So and Tuzur also has very huge network of these companies. Do you have any practitioners working as a teachers in your university? I mean, how many of them are working, and do they personally select who to support some projects of
This is a very, very good and interesting question. Thank you for it. Of course, we have a lot of practitioners working for the university because, as I told, we have a network of spin-out companies. We call it network of innovation and research companies. In Russian, it's unique, it's called. So, and all of those professionals that created their own enterprises, they are located all over the world, but more of them are in Tomsk region, and they come to deliver lectures as well, but also they work with project teams. As I told, there are some project ideas proposed by the companies, and the representative of those companies are working with students directly and pitching students after that for the internships or work. So the employability possibilities are very high in this way of teaching. So because you are very close to the industry and you have at any moment opportunity to have a direct contact with a company you are interested in or you want to join.
Right. Thank you so much, Maria, then. Thank you, and have a good day. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Okay, friends, we continue with the Industrial University of Tyumen from the city of Tyumen. I invite Miss Oksana Platonova to make a presentation about the flagship University of Tyumen region. Oksana, hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Thank you very much. So good afternoon, everybody. My name is Oksana Platonova, and I'm the head of Division for International Students Recruitment of the Industrial University of Tioman. I would like to greet all the audience and thank the organizers for the opportunity to introduce our university to the potential and prospective students and partners. So let me move on to the presentation. So the Industrial University of Tioman is one of the largest research educational university complexes in Russia, implementing the personnel training for the fuel and energy complex and all other spheres of economy. IUT was founded in 1956, and its foundation and further development was closely connected with the development of oil and gas industry in West Siberia. Nowadays, the Industrial University of Tioman is the acknowledged leader of engineering education, the flagship university of Tioman region. At present, there are about 27,000 students at our university, and about 1,400 of them are international students from 42 countries of the world. In the structure of our university, there are 8 institutes which offer about 100 master, bachelor, specialist, and PhD programs. We prepare high qualified specialists at such demanding technical programs as petroleum engineering, industrial and civil engineering, operation of transport and technological machines and complexes, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, chemical technology, applied geology, and many others. For those students who are better at human sciences, we can offer such programs as advertising and public relations, service, hotel business, trading business. The Institute of Architecture and Design of the Industrial University has prepared architects and designers for more than 20 years. So if you want to become a great architect or designer, please, you are also welcome. To enter bachelor specialist degree program, you have to pass tests in Russian, mathematics and physics, or social science and history. It depends on the program. The deadline for applying for bachelor's program and specialist is the 7th of July. To enter a master's program, you have to pass a test according to the field of study, so it depends on the program. The deadline is the 10th of August. The programs mentioned on the slides are the most popular programs among foreign international students of our university. The tuition fee for these programs are from $2,300 till $2,800. At the Industrial University, we also have 4 master's degree programs taught in English language. They are of offshore drilling, geosteering, logistic and supply chain management, and advertising, media business. So these programs are taught absolutely in English language. And the students studying at these programs have an opportunity to practice at the largest companies and leading companies and enterprises of the region. And they also practice at the oil and gas producing platforms at Crimea. The alumni of our programs work at offices and laboratories of research and scientific institutes, at industrial facilities of the largest Russian and foreign companies, which are located all over Russia and even in Arctic and also abroad. Those students who want to learn Russian language and study at the programs taught in Russian, so they have such an opportunity to do it at our preparatory course. So students can choose a course which lasts either one academic year and begins on the 1st of October. Either they can choose a course which lasts 6 months. It is an intensive course and it lasts 6 months and begins on the 1st of February. So to apply for the preparatory course, you should fill in the application form and send it to us with a good scan of passport and with your previous certificates of education. Yes, you may not translate it right for the preparatory course because you may translate it later when you already arrive to Tioman. So when a student of the preparatory department comes to Tioman, the representative of the university meets him at the airport or at the railway station, drives to the hostel and helps to get settled. At every institute, as well as the preparatory department, we have a tutor for foreign students who can always answer all the questions and help to make life and study of students comfortable. So you can see the admission documents for our degree programs. That's of course your international passport, the certificate of previous education with all the transcripts. And please, you should make sure that you have legalization or apostille, because for those countries which it is necessary, it should be made at your country and council. Of course, you should bring with you a medical certificate and a chest X-ray. So the health insurance you may do on arrival in Tioman. All the documents for the main program should be translated into Russian language and notarized, of course. So our foreign students can live in one of the 14 comfortable dormitories located near the academic buildings. In the rooms for 2 or 3 people, there is everything necessary for comfortable life. So our kitchens are equipped with stoves and tables, or everything necessary that you need to cook breakfast or dinner or something else. And of course, laundries are equipped with washing machines, and in all dormitories we have rooms for study, gyms where you can do sports, and of course, internet access. The fee for the dormitory is not so high, and its maximum is $25 a month. So, of course, no one can imagine a university without science. At IUT, we have the Center of Perspective Researches and Innovative Inventions, which include 14 research institutes and laboratories, where students can practice their theoretical knowledge using modern equipment, and scientists carry out scientific researches necessary for the innovation development of the region. When students are free from the study, they can attend creative clubs and studios where they can demonstrate their talents. In IUT, there are about 30 different activities, such as singing, dancing, fashion, theater, cheerleading. We even have our own group of drummers, drum and dance it is called, which participates in different competitions all over Russia and wins it. At our university, we have an international club, which is called Interclub. It was created especially for international students, and it unites students of different nationalities from all over the world. It supports students and helps them to solve any difficulties they may face. The members of the Interclub they organize different concerts and sports and creative events and competitions, and also different quests and so on. The brightest spring event at our university is the International Festival of Youth and Students, the Generation Without Borders. It is held every May and it lasts 2 days. The students from more than 40 countries, more than 400 students come usually together from different universities to show their talents, to cook national food, to make new friends, and to communicate. We like this event very much, and we usually waited and invite students to take part in it. The Industrial University of Tioman is the university promoting healthy way of living. All academic buildings are equipped with gyms. There are sport grounds near the dormitories, and they are also equipped with workout complexes. And IUT has its own hockey, football, basketball, volleyball teams, and so on. The university has its own sport complex, which is called Zochi, and this sport complex has its own swimming pool built according to the international standards, and it is the largest one in Tioman. Students can choose and do any sport they like. Swimming, boxing, judo, athletics, cross-country skiing, mini football, table tennis, and so on. Our students become winners of not only Russian but also worldwide sport competitions. And of course, let me tell you some words about our region, the city of Tioman, which we like very much and call it the best city in Earth. And so our region, Tioman region, is located in the heart of West Siberia, and it is the first in Russian Federation for gross industrial output. About 68% of Russian oil and 90% of gas is located in the region. With comparatively inconsiderable population, Tioman region is a large multicultural center with more than 140 nationalities living in it. The capital of region is Tioman, the city that has been considered to have the best quality of life in Russia for 3 years running. Tioman is famous for its convenient infrastructure, high salaries, and modern accommodation. Apart from the modern buildings, in the city there are a lot of historical monuments, ancient streets and houses. There are a lot of opportunities for youth to entertain themselves, different sports centers, cinemas, cafes, and so on. So the embankment of the river Tura is the only one in Russia that has 4 levels, and usually the visitors of Tioman like it very much, and it's really very beautiful. Tioman Drama Theater is the biggest in Russia. In Tioman we have an international airport, railway and bus stations. It takes 2 hours and 45 minutes to get from Tioman to Moscow by plane. So that's all about the university and about Tioman, and here you can see our contacts. If you're interested in studying at our university, please contact us. We will be very happy to answer all your questions and see you as our students. Thank you.
Great, Oksana. Thank you very much for this interesting presentation. We have some time for question and answers. We have some actually received already for you. Actually, the most part of the questions relate to a possibility of career development in Tioman region, and if the university has a career orientation center for students.
Thank you very much. You see, as we are a technical university and a flagship university of the Tioman region, it means that we prepare specialists for the industry of the region. So we are quite oriented for our industrial partners, and we have the center of career, and our students start working when they are study, and we can say that a lot of our students, a lot of our international students stay at in Tioman and work at the largest companies such as Schlumberger, Sibur, Lukoil, and so on.
So you mean we know that your city and region is one of the capitals of the Russian oil and gas industry, right? So basically the best career options are in these fields. Am I right? Or other fields are also
Yes.
well developed?
You see, we're actually a very high developed region. So we have different spheres of economy, which are very high level. So students can work at, for example, civil engineering. So such program as construction, for example, is very popular, and we build a lot, and our students work at the biggest companies which construct, for example, bridges or buildings or anything else.
Okay, great. Another question that I have received is, since the university has a very rich history, right? It was established like 60 years and more ago. Can you somehow tell about some successful cases of your international students who achieved big things in their lives?
So it's rather difficult for me to say just names, but I know that we have very popular and famous alumni from the government, and which now work in Moscow in government, so in the fuel and energy departments, let me call it, but I don't remember just their names, but you may believe me that it is so.
Okay, so if you have a chance, I mean, since we have such questions, I think it would be good if you could make some research and maybe post on your networks about this, because people are looking for, you know, some referential points for themselves when they choose, right? So this is what I think we can do it. And also another question is that if the university offers any chances to international students for academic or research career at the university, is it possible for them?
You see, we have 14 research and laboratory complexes. We have even the Center of Research and Innovations. So our international students, some of them start working even when they study third year or fourth year, and then they continue working as assistants, for example, at laboratories. So we have such examples. For I remember that our students from Ghana and our students from Tajikistan, which graduated only not so long ago, they still continue working at our laboratory complexes.
Great, great. Okay, then thank you very much. I think this is pretty much all. Thank you so much and have a good day. And we need to move on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now let us move to Bashkir State University, based in the city of Ufa. Ufa is a world-famous, prominent, and a very well-developed Russian city, the capital of a very diverse Bashkir region of Russia. I would like to Miss Karina Zyazidinova to tell us about one of the leading technological universities of Russia. Karina, hello. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Can you hear me?
Hello. Nice to see you.
Меня слышно?
Yes, yes. Let's start.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me? My name is Karina Zyazidinova, and I'm the main specialist for international student support. And I'm honored to present to you Bashkir State University today. So, Bashkir State University is one of the oldest universities in the Republic of Bashkortostan and one of its largest educational, scientific, and cultural centers with rapidly developing innovative infrastructure and world-class laboratories. Today, we have over 27,000 students, 1,300 staff members, 178 educational programs and 800 international students from all over the world. The university maintains strong partnerships with 75 international organizations and universities from China, South Korea, Finland, Germany, France, and CIS countries. So as I've already mentioned, there are 178 educational programs that you can choose from. So let me introduce several of them that are taught both in English and Russian. So the first one is international relations, which is aimed at training qualified specialists in international law, such as diplomats, and the high level of professional training and fluency in several foreign languages gives them an opportunity to work in largest international companies and organizations. The second one is international business. And the goal of the program is to prepare highly competent managers of international business, as well as to develop students' personal qualities in developing and organizing their own business or performing administrative functions in international companies. The third one is applied programming, and during the course of the training, students are acquiring comprehensive knowledge in the field of applied programming, information system technologies, and the basic mathematical modeling methods. All of the above mentioned programs are designed for 4 years of study, and the tuition fee is $1,600 per academic year for each one of them. So let me point out a new released educational program, which is called Medical Genomics. And students take courses in general biology, genetics, physiology, and special disciplines such as genetic counseling, bioinformatics, molecular genetic analysis, and others. Graduates of this program are able to work in genetical laboratories, in medical centers and clinics, as well as medical equipment production companies, which nowadays makes them highly requested specialists. This is about a bachelor program and is designed for 4 years of study, and the tuition fee for this program is $1,600 per academic year. So next, I wanted to talk about the programs that are fully taught in Russian language, and one of our most requested and popular educational programs in general. And the first one is Technological Machines and Equipment. And the graduates of this program are involved in creation, commissioning, distributing, and maintenance of technological machines and equipment, as well as development of technological process for the production parts and assemblies in biggest productions all over the world. The second one is psychology. And here at the Faculty of Psychology, they teach you how to conduct psychocorrectional and psychotherapeutic work, how to conduct socio-psychological trainings and trainings for personal growth. The graduates of these programs are distinguished by their competent and systematic approach to business, a desire to constantly improve their level of professionalism, and high level of psychological health, and the use of health-saving techniques for themselves and others. And the above-mentioned programs are also cost $1,400 per academic year. And in this particular segment, I wanted to give attention to one of the most popular programs in our university, which is Geological Exploration Technology. So, Geological Exploration Technology is one of the areas of training of specialists at the Department of Geophysics at Bashkir State University. And the graduates of this program are engaged in search for previously unknown mineral deposits and development of existing deposits. They can work as geologists, seismic prospectors, mining drilling engineers, geophysics technicians, or laboratory assistants in geological exploration, in mining companies, or specialized scientific institute. This is a specialist program, and the duration of the study for this program is 5 years, and tuition fee for it is $1,600 per year. So for those applicants who don't know Russian language and it is required to study for the educational program, our university offers you a 1-year intensive course at the Preparatory Department for the Foreign Citizens. And the students there are divided into groups according to the following profiles, which they want to study. The first one is humanities, the second one is natural sciences, then it is economics, and medicine and biology. So as I already said, duration of the study is 1 year, and the annual cost is $1,300 per year. As for the documents for admission, it is general. So the first one is an application at Bashkir State University. Then it is your passport or identifying document that you use. Then it is diploma, high school certificate, bachelor degree, diploma, master's degree, or whichever you have acquired. And then the key notes are that all of the above mentioned documents must be translated into Russian and notarized according to the rules, as well as legalized if it is required. So the deadlines for submissions are the following. December 1st, it is the deadline for the preparatory course, and August 20th, it is for general educational programs. So let me tell you some more information about infrastructure of our university. So next slide, please. So Bashkir State University has 13 buildings and 4 branches in the cities of the Republic of Bashkortostan. The university has 14 scientific and educational centers, 20 generally recognized scientific schools, and 16 small innovative enterprises, as well as 9 scientific journals publishing, and 2 of them are reviewed in the International Web of Science database. So let me just tell you about some of our laboratories. And we have Center of Molecular Medicine, Laboratory of Reproductive Biology and Plant Cloning, Laboratory of Molecular Biotechnology, and Laboratory of Polymer Composite Materials. These are some prominent ones, but we have much, much more. Next, I wanted to tell you about dormitories and the student campus that we have. The Bashkir State University campus includes 7 dormitories that are equipped with sports rooms, gymnasiums, assembly halls, study rooms, laundries with household washing and dryer, whichever you need, you'll have. Every year, the campus participates in the Republican competition for the best organization and educational work and social and living conditions for student hostel, and it is highly appreciated in the Republic. Next up, I wanted to tell you about a student life in Bashkir State University. We do have a student club where experienced staff members teach students singing, dancing, acting, and much more. The university also has 25 sports sections, starting with basketball, boxing, volleyball, kickboxing, table tennis, checkers, whichever sport you may like, we do have it. As well as we have our own sports complex and ski base, outdoor sports grounds, sport and recreation center located in the country. I also wanted to mention that every year we host inter-faculty student sports meetings and other competitions. And next up, some few words about Ufa. This is where Bashkir State University is located. It is the capital of Republic of Bashkortostan, which is located right at the heart of Russia. right near the Ural Mountain. And Ufa is one of the largest economic, cultural, sports, religious, and scientific centers of the country, and an important transport hub located 1,300 miles southeast of Moscow. And that's it for today from me. So on the next slide, please. Here you can see all of our contact information. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We will respond as soon as possible. So thank you for your attention. If you do have any questions, I'm ready to answer.
Yes, thank you very much, Karina. Very interesting presentation, and Ufa is definitely one of the most prominent cities of our country, definitely because of its very good development, and people are very kind there. Can you please tell us about the career options? Because the major of the questions that we receive is about career options, both for students and also for the graduates. Can you please tell us something about this? How do you work with them?
Okay, so first of all, in the structure of our university, we do have a regional career center, which is a so it's a department who works with graduates and current students who want to work here in university or in our region itself. Then we are working with the original how do I say it? Regional Chamber of Commerce, and they do offer us some positions that our international students can apply for. So if it does suit them, they are free to work part-time jobs, as well as the federal law that came out in August 5th, which makes it easier to apply for a job.
Okay, thank you. Also, in terms of student population at your university, which countries send like the most numbers of students to your university?
So definitely the biggest population of international students are from Commonwealth independent states such as Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, then Ukraine, who else? Tajikistan, and we do have some interesting countries as well. For us, it's Ghana, Gambia, Sudan, Yemen, Djibouti, the first one this year. Yeah, every year we do have exchange programs with our partner universities, and every year we teach more than 100 students from China from partner universities. So these are the the biggest groups that we do have.
Yeah, that's impressive. So basically, I was going also to ask about some academic exchange programs that you normally have. So China is the biggest partner, right, for your university?
I would say yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Also, we have some students inquiries that are about opportunities for doing some research career at your university. I mean, after Bachelor, they can continue study. Do you have such experience with international students? Do you have any cases?
We do. Actually, there are currently 24 postgraduate PhD students that are studying here at Bashkir State University, as well as conducting their research in the university. As I've already mentioned, there are 14 scientific and educational centers where our international students can conduct their research if needed, if they want. It's available at any time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's great. Also, since Bashkortostan is the very unique republic in terms of its mix of population of different nations, I'm sure that you have some specific events for students that nobody other can offer, no other university. I mean, can you tell us about some specific events maybe that you have for international students to help them to better get immersed into new conditions when they come to UFA?
So every year we try to organize an event which is called Nabruz, together with another universities located here in Ufa in Republic of Bashkortostan, which one of the biggest events for international students, not only for them but mainly for all of the students from Republic of Bashkortostan, so they can meet cultures and mainly foods of the countries where our students come from. I mean international.
International. Yeah. Also, we have some more time to talk. So we have question about how do you organize the process of learning at this period of time? I mean, for those who cannot come to UFA right now due to some limitations, do you offer some online classes to international students?
We do. So the online learning for the students who are enrolled at the university, but for some reason, I mean, the main reason locked up. So the main reason not being able to come here to Russia, we are organizing it through Zoom, Moodle, Skype, WhatsApp, any platform or social media that they can use, we have to use. That's how it's done. We're sending exercises, sending books, any material that they need to be able to comprehend the current theme, lesson, or anything. They are receiving.
Right. Actually, it's a very interesting experience. I mean, for your university and for other colleagues, because of this situation, I'm sure we will cope with this in the end of the day. And basically, I would like to ask you to tell some words if you want to add something on top of what you have said during your presentation, some special words to potential students, to the partners, in order to persuade them to come and get enrolled to your university.
So once again, I wanted to thank everybody for their attention and urge you to come to UFA to study here at the multicultural, multinational, multi-religious community. We are very welcoming, and yes, that's it. You are welcome and free to come, and trust me, you will be loved and not forgotten.
Thank you so much, Karina. Thank you. Have a good day, and I hope you enjoyed the session.
You too. Thank you. I did enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you so much.
And now let us go to the most southern university of today's event, Sevastopol State University. I invite Mr. Andrei Fireman, representing the university, to tell us more about this unique higher education institution based near the Black Sea. Hello, Andrei. How are you today? Are you ready?
Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I start now? Yeah. You're welcome to Sevastopol State University. This is one of the largest universities in southern Russia. We train specialists in technical fields, natural science, and humanities. There are more than 100 main educational programs with an updating list of additional programs. Today, Sevastopol State University has 7 educational buildings, 70 research centers and laboratories, 12 institutes with about 11,000 students. And now let me tell you briefly about some of our institutions and its programs. Institute of Information Technology and Control Engineering Systems. There are programs of IT and Computer Engineering, Information Systems and Technologies, and Computerized Systems of Automated Control. Today, around the world, the most demanded and highly paid specialists of IT sphere. In Sevastopol State University, highly qualified specialists teach students to solve information and computer security issues using modern equipment. Institute of Nuclear Energy and Industry. This institute trains specialists in programs of atomic power engineering, energy supply systems, environmental protection, and energy saving technologies. The program Ecology and Natural Management is one of the most promising in the modern world, where the issues of safe use of natural resources, elimination of natural disasters, and the survival of mankind are increasingly being raised. Our university is located on the shore of the Black Sea, as you told. Therefore, it's one of the oldest schools of sailors and shipbuildings in Russia. Marine Institute provides programs of shipbuilding, ocean engineering, and system engineering of marine infrastructure, navigation, and others. And one of the most modern institutes of our university, Institute for National Technology Initiative. There are only master's programs here, for example, digital technologies for smart city, intelligent power network, design and maintenance of drone, and others. The students of this institute are involved in major academic and industrial projects. They are developing truly innovative technologies that are already being implemented and used by scientists of our university. The most famous of these projects is the Pioneer M research vessel. In total, the university carries about 100 programs, including very unusual for Russian universities, such as management of vineyard and winemaking enterprise, and legal studies in international marine law. All programs at Sevastopol State University are in Russian language. Therefore, various pre-university training courses are designed for international students who don't know Russian at all, as well as for those who would like to improve their knowledge of Russian language. These courses includes teaching not only the Russian language, but also special disciplines in accordance with your field of study. For example, mathematics, physics, or chemistry, and so on. Pre-university courses starts in October, November, and February, but it's available all around year. Now, distance learning is available also on preparatory course. The admission process for preparatory course is very simple. Just send the following documents to email. Complete the application form, copy of international passport, copy of educational documents, and it's translated into Russian. Then a representative of our university will be in touch with you and help you to decide all questions about entrance to university. What about student life? Foreign students live in a dormitory on the seashore. The average cost of living is about $11 per month. There are usually 3 students living in a room. University staff will help you to arrange all necessary documents like student card, bank card, insurance policy, medical examinations, etc. Members of International Students Club will help you to adopt in a new place. And next year, you will be a tutor of new students or international students also. You will have access to many activities, sports sections, tourism, social work, scientific events. But I must be honest, you will work hard to achieve success. But every day will be here unforgettable, and you will have an opportunity to achieve your goals in education, science, and travel. And at the end of the presentation, let me give you 5 reasons why Sevastopol is a perfect place for international students. First one, comfortable climate. Here is warm summer, I must tell you hot summer, short winter, and about 300 days of sunshine a year. This is a historical city. A lot of monuments, museums, historical buildings and places in where you can travel every day endlessly. There are a lot of equipped recreation areas like beautiful parks, beaches, hiking trails, and so on. Sevastopol is a multi-confessional city. There are many religious buildings and monuments here. And this is safe city, and in our university have a safe university campus. Your parents can be assured that you will be safe. That's it. If you have any questions, you're welcome. And here's my contacts.
Yes, thank you very much, Andrei, for this presentation. Definitely, we have some questions for you that we receive from our participants. And the first question is for everyone, because the most part of it coming about this topic is the career for students and the graduates in your region. Please tell us something about this.
This year in our university was opened a career supports office, but this is just first year it work. One of its goals is the employment of foreign graduates. And first of all, we will offer our graduates vacancies in Russian companies. But I couldn't tell you anything about our graduates who already was in any Russian company, because our university just opened in 2014. So just this year, it will be the first year when our foreign students will be graduating.
Yeah, all right. So this is clear. So we will expect news about your graduates of this year. All right. You mentioned that Sevastopol is a city of rich history and heritage, especially military glory, right, of the Russian army. So how do you normally do you somehow try to inform your students about this part of this city's history, or how do they normally participate in a number of events that you normally hold in Sevastopol about this?
Yes, you're right, and I told in my presentation that Sevastopol is a very historical place, and of course we have a lot of events and memorials and museums which our students can see around the year. I think maybe 1-2 events in a month we have where they can go and take part in these events. Really, they can touch a lot of real guns in these events. They can see historical shows like a part of Great World War, for example, and also take part in these events. In fact, we have some places like memorial parks here where students can go by themselves or with our tutors from International Students Club. And sometimes when we have any festivals or something like that, we also go there together with students and show them all these places and explain what is this, why we meet here today. For example, 9th of May, you know, this is a Victory Day, for example. Yes, and our foreign students like too much to go to take part in these kind of events. I think that great history of this city, it's a main thing why foreign people would like to come here.
Yes, definitely. Taking part in such events will be a lifelong memory for all students, right? So they will always be kind of glad that they spend their youth in Sevastopol. And I'm sure that it's a big problem for you to motivate students to come to classes because you have seaside, I mean sea nearby. So you normally have some beach patrols, right, to ask them to go back to classrooms. Actually, can you please?
No, it's not a problem,
No?
you know, because in summer we have holidays and students can have free time to go to beach or anywhere, and in other time it's not so hot in winter to go to the seashore or anywhere. They would like to go to class also, and you know, our classes and events, I think it's very interesting for students. That's why they take part, they're glad to take part in this.
Right. Okay, can you please tell us some words about exchange programs that your university has? I mean, with universities from other countries, maybe can you mention some and explain how they work?
In fact, we just start this work also and don't have a lot of programs, but foreign students can take part in international exchange programs, which we have already. And for example, with one student next year, I think, because of COVID-19, she cannot go this year, but next year she will go to Hungary, and it's not very difficult to take part in these programs, but it's not a big list of these programs now. We try to make it bigger and open for all universities which would like to cooperate with us.
Mm-hmm. So actually you mentioned on the presentation that you have different formats of foundation program, right? So it's half year, I mean 1 year and 1.5 year, right? So this means that students can actually get enrolled at any time of the year. Even now they can submit their applications if they wish to come to your university to study.
Yes, for pre-university programs we open all the year. When we have a group, we started the classes. But now, for example, we start just some little groups also, and when they will be ready, we compare it to one group. It's also possible. Mm-hmm. So we are very flexible in pre-university courses.
All right. And do you run any online foundation courses right now?
Yes, of course. Because international board is closed and we couldn't invite students here this month. So maybe we will be open in January or February. And now we are studying distance through online.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I understand. Actually, can you tell us from which countries do you have the most number of students who come to you?
Of course, majority of them from post-Soviet Union countries like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan. But if we talk about other countries, they are from African countries like Cameroon, Senegal, and other African countries, Nigeria, and Ethiopia, but also other countries like Afghanistan, China, and Sometimes also we have students from European countries, but it's not so many. So we open for all students from different countries.
Yeah, great. That's interesting. Also, we have a question. They also asked this question to the previous colleagues about research career. Can you mention a few like top research majors that you have in your university? Like in which you kind of specialized?
You know, our university specialized in different fields, as I told you in the beginning of presentation, but I think the most interesting and unusual for Russian university maybe it's marine research and research of marine archaeology. Our historians, research the sea, places in the sea, Black Sea, and in other countries also, and they use modern technologies for that. So we also, our students and foreign students also take part in these research.
Okay. Definitely, I would like to add that Sevastopol and Crimea generally is very good destination for international students who would like to get high quality education at very affordable rates, enjoying very nice climate and welcoming people and stuff like Andrei, who are also very helpful to international students, right? And so I would like to thank you very much for this presentation, and please tell us some words. Maybe you want to add something on top of what we have discussed in order to get more students from other countries.
Thank you for a chance to make presentation to introduce our university, and we are glad for everybody, for people from any country here in Crimea and Sevastopol, and you're welcome anytime. Even you have any questions, you can write to my email or call me by my contacts on presentation, and I will answer any questions you have.
Great. Thank you very much, Andrei.
Thank
Have
you.
a good day. Bye.
Goodbye.
We are moving to the capital of the Russian Federation, the city of Moscow, and I would like to give a floor to a representative of Moscow Polytechnic University, Miss Anastasia Kalesnikova. This university is so special that it even has its student car racing team. Hello, Anastasia, how are you today? Thank you for joining us. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Hello, thank you.
Very nice. Hello, hello.
So, great. I suppose that I can start, right, my presentation. So, at first, my name is Anastasia, and I'm the head of International Programs Department of Moscow Polytechnic University. And today, it's a big honor for me to present my university because it is my alma mater. So, I graduated from this university, and now, you see, so I'm the head of International Programs Department, and also I'm the senior lecturer of the Department of Foreign Languages. Moscow Polytechnic University, yeah, so our history dates back to 1865, you see, and I would like to say that our great machine of education, it is the mixture of 6 capital universities. It means that there were 6 universities, yeah, so we integrated, and now we have Moscow Polytechnic University. So we are located in Moscow, in the capital of Russia, and we provide a lot of educational programs. Most of them are engineering ones, so technical, but also we can provide humanitarian and also economic. So almost 20,000 students study here in Moscow Poly, and I would like to highlight that almost 2,000 of them are foreigners from 61 countries. So also, as speaking about faculty members, you see the figure on the slide that it is 1,000. We have 52 departments here. And also I would like to say that we are specialized in different fields, and most of them are technical. So it is IT sphere, also it is transport faculty, so mechanical engineering. Also you see on the slide that we have biotechnology, we have urban studies, we train almost, so we are the oldest university not only in Russia, but also in the former Soviet countries that teach students for specialties in all specialties in the media industry. Thank you so much. So here on the slide you see our English language programs. It is you know, like a know-how for us for this year, because it is the first year we implemented them. So currently we are providing one bachelor program. So you see on this slide, it is economics, yes, and business finances. So you will study for 4 years here in Russia, but in the English language. So you don't need to speak Russian, but I suppose you will speak it for sure, because you will be here in Moscow and we will teach you nevertheless. So speaking about the master degree, you see we have 2 master degree programs. So logistics and supply chain management, and also innovative marketing in advertising. So as for the prices, approximately it is $3,000 per year. So it depends on the programs. Sometimes it is a little bit higher, but now it is this price. So most of, not most, almost all of our programs are in the Russian language for sure, besides these 3 ones. So frankly speaking, recently we have made some little bit like a test for the graduates and also for our students and for the guys who would like to apply for our programs. And we understand that our main fields that can be interested for foreigners, it is IT, like depicted here on the slide. Also, it is mechanical engineering, and I would like to highlight that it is one of the strongest faculty here in Moscow Polytechnic University. And also it is oil and gas industry, as well as the others that are depicted on this slide. Thank you so much. So it is biotechnology, it is journalism and design. So I also want to say that we have more than 250 programs in Russian. And for this year, for foreigners, we have approximately 100 open programs as well as. So let's turn. So as I have already said, you can apply for all the programs you like. Nevertheless, they can be in Russian. It's not a problem for you, because we can provide the high quality preparatory course of the Russian language. That is very cute, and frankly speaking, I'm very proud of it, that we have been doing it for quite many years. So what does it mean? It means that you can go to here, to Moscow, to our university, and you will be a student of the preparatory course. It means that you will be studying the Russian language, and also you will be studying the main subjects that they will be necessary for you to pass before starting your main program in bachelor degree or master degree or PhD, for example. So we have 2 profiles. It is engineering one and also economics one. So all the information about the preparatory course is depicted here. So I suppose that the important information is that we are still waiting for you, because it is still possible to submit your documents and to apply for the preparatory course now. For sure, we understand that because of the corona circumstances, our borders are closed, and now we have already implemented the distance learning, so you can start our distance preparatory course. And then, when I hope everything will be finished, so you will come here to Moscow and you will keep on studying, but in the intramural form, in the walls on the university. So I suppose that it will be soon. I hope so, but who knows? So as for the documents for admission, it is the general info that will be necessary, I suppose, for everybody. For sure, it is notarized copy of your passport. and notarized translation of your passport into Russian. So the notarized copy of educational documents and the translation as well as. So availability of consul legalization and apostille documents, so it depends on the country. I suppose that you know all this information, but if you don't know, you can also contact me when you like. So it will be the last slide with the contacts, and I hope there will be no problems with getting the necessary info. So as well as nostarification and for photos 3 and 4. So here on the slide, you see the key dates and deadlines. I want to say that they are quite approximate because sometimes there's some shifts. Here you see the dates for application for main programs for degrees Bachelor, Master, and Bachelor and Master, I suppose. So the admission campaign starts, you see that on the 21st of June, 2021. So the deadline for accepting full-time documents is the 20th of August 2021, and the deadline for accepting documents for the correspondence form is the 7th of October 2021. Speaking about accommodation, I can say that the main benefit of our university, the main advantage of our university is providing 10 dormitories in Moscow for our students. And we provide dormitories for everybody who needs it. So we have enough place for you, and I suppose that your living will be quite nice here and you will like it. So you see the photos of the dormitory. So the conditions are a little bit different because it depends on the dormitory. As for the dormitory fees, usually it starts from $35, and the high price is $70 per month. So here are the photos. I can say, I suppose that we can turn to another slide. So students' life. Our students' life is very diverse. We have a range of opportunities to offer to you. And as already was mentioned, that we even have our racing team. You see the photo here on the slide. By the way, these are my students, so it's quite cute here to see them. Speaking about racing teams, so they design the racing cars, so they use them in the racing and they win different championships. It is speaking about some sports life because we can provide approximately 40 kinds of sports here, so facilities for 40 kinds of sports here in Moscow Poly. And also we have really a great diverse range of opportunities to you know, like to improve yourself, to improve your skills in different activities, like for example, here you see the photos of our great festival. So the name of this festival, it is We Are All for Peace. It means that you know that we have foreigners from 61 countries. And by the way, I'm also from Ukraine, so I'm the Russian citizen, but I was born in Ukraine and I represent also this country here in the university. So each nation shows and shares their cuisine, their heroes, their speeches in this festival. And that's cute because for me, that is quite interesting to see our students from all over the world and see that they are quite friendly to each other. So they're really nice. So also speaking about students' activities, if you want to dance or if you can sing or if you really desire to act in the theater, so all these opportunities are available here. So you see the information about the free dance family. By the way, they are champions of some all Russian festivals. So also we have cheerleading squad full drive. And on the next slide, you will see also the photos of our cutest Vietnamese ladies. By the way, it is the celebration of Vietnamese New Year here in Moscow Polytechnic University. So I suppose that we can, so full drive. Also, we have the theater here in Moscow Polytechnic University, academic core, and really a lot of stuff to do. So I know that it's not very easy for foreigners to come and to be assimilated, just study and study. That is quite important to have some extra activities, and I hope that you will be busy not only with your studies, but also with different stuff that you really like. Next slide. So before speaking a little bit about Moscow, I suppose that everybody knows what is it and where is it located and what capital is it. I want to also share the information about our opportunities all over the world. What does it mean? We have 5 branches in Russia for sure, but also we have different partners. So speaking about industrial partners, we have 350 industrial partners. So they are Russian and also they are foreign. Speaking about foreign partners, educational, I mean, so we have more than 50 educational partners. It means that we have some agreements with different universities, and it means that we have the possibility to send you, for example, to some internship all over the world, really. So it is Europe, it is Asia, it is really a lot of different countries that we have some contracts with them. Mostly, I suppose that our students go to Europe, usually it is Germany, but also some top, if you speak about some top countries, so it is Germany, it is South Korea, it is China, it is Vietnam, by the way. So we have the students from this country and we will send our students also there. So, and for sure here you see the slide and the cutest pictures of Moscow. Frankly speaking, I adore Moscow and I like this city very much. I have traveled really a lot of, and now I really can say that Moscow is one of the best cities that I have visited. So frankly speaking, guys, for me, it's a great honor to welcome you here in Moscow Polytechnic University. And I would like, and we would like, all my colleagues, so they help me now, we are inviting you to start a part of our big and friendly family. And I suppose the most important slide here on the presentation, it is the contact details, contact information. So if it's okay for you to send the info via email, it's not a problem. We are available 24 hours, and frankly speaking, I don't exaggerate. So usually it is quite easy, yeah, to chat via different messages like WhatsApp. So here you see the numbers where you can contact us, and also follow our Instagram because it is English language Instagram. We have the Russian one, and this is the English language Instagram. You see all our updates, all our interesting info. So every day we post different information about our students, about our foreign students, about our graduates, etc. And also follow our Facebook page. So thank you so much for the presentation. One more time, it's a great honor for me to present the university, and I hope that we will meet each other here in Moscow Poly, and I suppose that it will be not in the online format.
Right, of course, definitely someday this will turn around and we will be able to meet as before. Thank you so much, Anastasia, for this presentation. I would like to ask you some questions, please. All right? Yeah, so since Moscow Poly is one of the largest universities in Moscow and quite old with great academic and research traditions, I'm sure that you are proud of some of your famous graduates. Can you please tell us something about who are those stars that have graduated from your university, from Moscow Poly?
Frankly speaking, I want to speak about one of my colleagues. So he is the Dean of Transport Faculty. His name is Pablo Baquero Iturraldo. So he is from Ecuador. So at first he came here to Moscow for the internship. Then he applied for the master's degree. So he graduated from our university and started his career. And now he is the Dean of Transport Faculty, and also he is the head of Engineering Center. By the way, you see on the slide that there was the racing team, so he's like the curator of our guys. And as for me, and also he's some sort of my friend, so frankly speaking, I'm really proud of him, and I suppose that it is the good example of career here in the university for a foreigner.
Yes, great. That's actually a great case that you need to definitely share with us, because it's interesting for not only for us but for all the participants who will definitely share it. You mentioned that you have so many partners, like over 600 partners, industry and university partners. Can you please tell us something about how you normally help students with their career perspectives, and do you have any specific center for this that support these aspirations?
Yes, for sure. We have the specific center as for our industrial partners. And moreover, I want to say that from the first year of education and bachelor degree, we have such an obligatory subject as a project activity. It's not in all the universities, and we are the flagman of project activity in Russia, by the way. So what does it mean? It means that students start doing their portfolio, so their like career in the university, and they work with real companies. Yeah, so they have the experience from the first year of education, and the duration of this project activity usually it is like 1 year. So each year, like on the first course they have one project, on the second course they have the second project. So and also a lot of companies, so they notice the smartest guys and they invite their even during their education, yeah, for working. So and usually it happens with the students from IT, because I am also the lecturer, the teacher. So and I communicated not just like you know, a person from the administration, but also like a teacher and a student. So I know that most of my students, they have been already working in the companies where they have some sort of project activity.
Right. And speaking about your university partners, do you allow international students to also make use of these kind of programs, like to also travel to other countries for semesters or more?
Yes, for sure. So for us, it doesn't matter. So what citizenship a student has. So it just maybe some problems with visa, but usually we will help them for doing this. So also we have the Department of International Programs, and I am the head of this department. Frankly speaking, we have really quite high quality and a lot amount of students speaking about academic mobility. But now, as my colleagues has already said, due to the circumstances of the coronavirus, you understand that it's not so possible to send our students, and this is for us some sort of danger. So we are a little bit afraid, but now we have some programs online. For example, our partner from Germany, this is Freiburg University. So, for example, now the deadline is the 1st of November to apply for internship online. So it is for free because it is our partner. So the guys will have some course in the distance format, and they will have the certificate. So that is the alternatives that we have nowadays. That is, I suppose that is quite cute because it's comfortable for most of students and moreover speaking about the current circumstances.
Right. And have you also started some online classes for your students who left outside of our country?
Yes, for sure. So speaking about the guys who are here in Moscow, so it doesn't matter whether they are foreigners or the Russians, so it doesn't matter. So we will start. We have already started from the 14th of September, but it wasn't online. It was in intramural form. So they came to our university. But then from the 1st of October, all the lessons are in the distance format, are online. And speaking about the guys who are starting in the first year of education and they are out of Russia, so they are in their motherlands, for example, the first day of their studying, was online for sure.
All right. Actually, we need to finalize our conversation. I think it was very interesting, very positive. Maybe I could not ask you some questions that you would like me to do. Maybe you have some 1 minute to address to potential students and partners with your words.
Yes, I also would like to highlight the information that speaking about foreigners and the guys who usually come to our Moscow Polytechnic University, that we have a lot of volunteers and the center of curators. It is also our students who help foreigners, and not only foreigners, but the freshmen. So they help with all different stuff, for example, the information, what they can do, so where will they live, etc. So my speech is about that don't be afraid to come to us, because we will do our best and we will do all that we can do so to make the better version of your studying here. I suppose that you will like it because we have a lot of opportunities and we are really eager to see you here in Moscow Poly. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Anastasia, and have a good day.
You too. See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Let us move to the eastern part of Russia, to Pskov, the ancient Russian city established more than 1,000 years ago. Please meet Pskov State University and its representative, Miss Yelena Vizir. Taking into account that Pskov region borders with European Union and Belarus, the university combines great local academic traditions and the recent developments in education. Let's find out about this. Yelena, hello.
Hello. I'm so sorry, but for some reason I couldn't connect my webcam to this conference.
Okay.
So I think I need to start without my video, but sorry for that.
Okay.
Hello. Hello, everyone. I'm delighted to join this conference and speak with you today. My name is Elena, and I'm representing Pskov State University. Slide number 1. Pskov State University, or Pskov SU, is one of the 33 key regional universities in Russia. It is located in the city of Pskov, one of the oldest Russian cities, just an hour ride from the Russian border with the European Union. Pskov State University was established in 2010 by merging 2 higher educational institutions and 3 technical and vocational education and training institutions. The university is the center of educational, cultural, and scientific life of the Pskov region, which is leading strategical center in the field of cooperation with the European Union and the Baltic region countries. The university's main objective is to empower the regional economy by enhancing the higher education programs and additional professional programs in the field of business and economy to align the educational programs with European standards and the needs of the labor market in the region and beyond. Pskov State University offers studies at 6 institutes: Pskov SU College, the Institute of Lifelong Learning, and Center of the Russian Language and Culture. The research is carried out in 30 areas that belong to 9 academic fields, from physics and mathematics to psychology and geoscience. Pskov SU is aiming at integration into the global educational space via domestic and international mobility of students and faculty. Here in Pskov SU, you will learn all about your field because we combine theory and real-time practice. You will you will experience authentic cultural exchange because we locate in the border region and we are open to interconnections. Pskov State University offers higher education in the following degree levels: bachelor degree, specialist degree, master's degree, and postgraduate studies. We have over 100 educational programs. Since 2020, 2 forms of training are available: on campus in Pskov or online. More than 10,000 students are enrolled at the Pskov State University, including about 1,000 foreign students from 47 countries. The teaching staff consists of 500 members. 70% of them have academic degrees and titles. Being a student, you will enjoy the following advantages of Pskov SU: a wide network of foreign partner universities, training or internship at a partner university. The university is listed in Interfax 100 rating for internationalization. Developed tutoring activities of the university will allow you to make friends from the first days of your stay at the university. Educational programs are curated by world-class experts. Russian language training for foreign applicants at the preparatory course. So we have foundation program for foreign citizens. Most educational programs in Russian universities are held in Russian language, which is a serious barrier for the foreign students who need to pass their entry exams and be able to cope with the studies in Russian. So, foundational program at Pskov SU is a pre-university training course that will boost your fluency in Russian and increase your awareness in the field of your interest and be able to pass any entry exam. Foundation program is an all-inclusive preparation course that will get you ready to enter Pskov SU or any other Russian university. The course will give you the skills of efficient communication in Russian. You will learn the basics of the major disciplines required for entering the bachelor's or master's program of your choice and get familiar with university life. We've divided the program into several profiles so that you could prepare for the entrance exams more effectively and pick up the classes that are necessary for your chosen field. The training profiles are humanities, engineering and technology, economics, science, medicine, and biology. Pskov State University is one of the leading universities in Russia in pre-university training and teaching Russian as a foreign language. As a student, you will receive the following advantages: studying in small groups, classes under 10 students, a developed system of tutors who will help you to adapt in Russia, individual approach to training, flexible class schedule. This educational program will prepare you for entering any university in the Russian Federation. Bachelor in Russian as a foreign language. This bachelor's program will provide you with a wide range of skills and competencies that are vital for a career path in education or neighboring areas where Russian plays a key role. The program meets the needs of countries near and far abroad for highly qualified specialists with a high level of Russian language proficiency. Russian language is hands-on in many areas. Understanding Russian language and culture is crucial for establishing business contacts within Russia and in the neighboring countries. As of 2020, Russian is the second most popular language on the web after English. The practice on this course goes like this. Being in the Russian-speaking environment, will allow you to master your Russian language fluency 24/7. Teaching practice is acquired in groups of foreign students in Pskov State University and multi-ethnic classes in Pskov schools. High-quality training allows programs graduates to successfully work with Russian as a foreign language students in universities and schools, whether in Russia or other countries. Next slide. Bachelor in Geography. The profile is Geospatial Planning and Territorial Development Management. As a graduate of this program, you will be prepared to work efficiently in various areas of territorial planning to carry out research in regional processes, regional forecasting, and territorial development. You will gain the hands-on skills in the field, be able to use of various geographical methods, understand territorial processes of various origin, as well as grasp of the geographical methods of expertise. Master in Economics. This program is available in English only. In case you plan to study in English but still want to learn Russian for daily usage or other purposes, consider applying to our preparatory course that will give you the key skills in Russian. The goal of this master's program is to train highly qualified specialists of international level who can effectively apply analytical and research competences, leadership qualities, innovative methods, and unique knowledge in the development and implemental of business management strategies in the context of high competition and rapidly changing environment. This master's program in international business will grant you the knowledge and skills in business processes and international affairs, especially in the Baltic region. The acquired competences will be applicable in Russian and foreign enterprises. The program's graduates are able to effectively carry out analysis and research, enhance their leadership qualities, and apply innovative methods in business management strategies in the context of high competition and rapidly changing environment. Advantages of the master's course: you will be given the insight into the accounting, analytical, and control spheres of business. You will be able to identify the main trends in the economic development, predict and analyze the consequences of business decisions. You will master the technology of making sound decisions in managerial, financial, and investment spheres that are in accordance with the modern regulatory framework of the Russian Federation. After the course, you will be prepared for a career path in business, whether in Russia or abroad, or teach in the universities or other institutions of higher education. Masters in Electric Power and Electrical Engineering. This program has, there is 2 profiles available, and depending on the year when the program starts, we offer 2 profiles. First of them is Modern Technologies in Power Supply, and second one is Electric Drives and Control Systems of Electric Drives. The program prepares the graduates to solve practical tasks and carry out scientific research in the field of electricity and electrical engineering. As a graduate of the program, you will get the training and skills in the following areas: design and engineering in the field of electric power and electrical engineering. You will learn how to choose modern equipment and design electrical facilities. Organization, management, production, and technology. You will dive into the issues related to personnel management, decision-making, and team building. Research activities. You will be able to arrange the simulation of technological processes and objects to conduct experimental studies and analyze the results. Production. This part of the course will raise your awareness about the operation and installation of the electric power equipment as well as their maintenance and testing. Next slide. The list of documents to apply. Application in Russian for admission to Pskov State University. Document certifying identity and citizenship. It is a passport and its notarized translation. Document on education and its notarized translation. Legalization if it's needed, and recognition of documents of education. And medical certificate. It is not needed for all the educational programs we have, but sometimes it is needed. Documents submission usually starts in June and goes on until October. But anyway, you can check this information on our website. Documents issued in a foreign language are provided with notarized translation into Russian. It is a must. And you can send documents to our email or upload it to the personal account at our website. Enrollment to state-funded places is carried out only if there is an original document on education and statements of concert to enrollment at admissions committee of Pskov State University. At our university, we have 13 educational and laboratory buildings. They are all located in the center of our city and in historical buildings mostly. The accommodation, there are 11 student dormitories, and they are all located next to the educational building, so it will not take you a long time to go from your home to your studies. There are other university facilities which include a student home, the university library, swimming pool, a center for student initiatives, a medical rehabilitation center with a university polyclinic, and engineering center. Student life, we believe it shouldn't be only about lectures and studying. So it is also funny, interesting joint activities, holidays, concerts, competitions. Pskov State University has many opportunities for organizing leisure activities for students. For example, we have brain ring competition, KVN, Sahara dance studio, singing studios, and a lot others. The university also hosts an annual New Year's thematic ball. Students from various faculties take part in a fancy dress festival demonstrating ballroom, dances, and outfits. In addition, the Faculty of Foreign Languages organizes Halloween-related events every year. One of the events is a thematic musical in English. There is a team of tutors who help foreign students with an adaptation. Tutors help in meeting and settling in the dormitory of Pskov State University, in setting up everyday life, like they will take you, they will tell you where to buy food and clothes, where to get a SIM card, how not to get lost, in registering for migration registration and extending a student visa, in adapting to life in Russia and studying Pskov SU, in integration into the educational and cultural space of the university and city itself. The university has sports sections for students and teachers. Athletics, basketball, volleyball, arm wrestling, women football, and a lot more others. Okay, next slide. Dating back, like I will tell you about our city a little bit. Dating back to 903, Pskov is one of the oldest Russian cities. Until the beginning of the 18th century, Pskov was one of the largest cities in Russia and also in Europe. The city was a defense and trade center. Over the centuries-long history, Pskov experienced a lot of wars and battles, but many ancient buildings have survived to these days. Passing by a church that dates back to the 17th or 16th century feels like normal here. Pskov provides a perfect scenario for shooting a historic movie with knights besieging a fortress and church bells ringing the alarm. At the same time, Pskov has always been on the western border of Slavic lands, and now it's just a 30 minutes drive from European Union. Somehow it managed to blend the Russian and European vibes. Pskov has always been an important religious center. Numerous ancient churches and monasteries around it attract many tourists. Churches of Pskov are big and small, restored and unrestored. They are dating centuries back. One of the most loved monuments in Pskov is Chapel of Princess Olga, the local lady from the 10th century who married Prince Igor from Kiev and became one of the most influential women in Russian history. Pskov is a relatively small city with a population of around 200,000 people, but it is still quite modern. Here you will find everything you need for a comfortable life: modern gyms, swimming pools, cinemas, parks, museums, malls, and concert halls. When it comes to food, the options are galore. Numerous cafes and restaurants with European, Asian, and Russian cuisines, as well as well-known fast food restaurants. Nightlife lovers will find a lot to do in Pskov as well. In Pskov, everyone will be able to find something to their liking. For shopping lovers, there is a large number of small local boutiques with handmade goods and shopping centers. There is also a wide promenade where you could always enjoy views of the ancient buildings of the city, as well as many parks located in different parts of the city. 3 modern cinemas are open for moviegoers. The repertoire of the Pskov Academic Drama Theatre every season pleases with premieres. Now, many applicants do not have an opportunity to go and study abroad, but this is not a reason to postpone studies for another year. In 2020, training under the pre-university training program will be conducted by Pskov State University remotely. We use the university's distance learning system as well as the Zoom platform for organizing online interaction with students. All teachers of the program have experience in conducting online lessons using a variety of technical tools that allow the use of interactive forms of work with students. Here on this slide, you can see our contacts. It is very important. There is a phone number also. The messengers are all available, like WhatsApp, Viber. You can text me anytime you want and ask any questions. As well, you can check our website and, of course, Instagram. I'm very happy to be in this conference. Thank you for inviting our university. And sorry that my webcam didn't connect.
Yeah, that's all right. We understand. Of course, it's always something can happen during the live events, so that's all right. Thank you for this detailed presentation. Honestly, we don't have much time with you to talk about the university and the city of Pskov, but your speech was quite detailed, and I'm sure that the colleagues will get something valuable for themselves. Just want to ask you one question that I'm asking everyone. It's about career options for students and graduates. Does Pskov State University support them? Maybe some kind of a center of career works within?
Yes, at our university we have a center of career in which any students can come and make an application that he need work. This year, during the COVID situation, like a lot of students faced some problems, and our center helped them a lot. We even found them a job inside the university. And now, after this, after August, when foreign students allowed to have a beneficial job, we have helped them a lot. Like, and even our career center helps them a lot.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much, Elena. So I hope you have enjoyed the session, and have a good day. Bye bye.
Thank you. You too. Bye bye.
Можно начинать дальше? Давай. Let's start from the beginning.
Okay, friends, let's get back to Moscow and enjoy a presentation from a very special university, Moscow Surikov Institute of Academic Arts. You know that Russia is very famous for great development in fine arts, and Surikov Institute is considered as one of the best art schools in the world. Please meet Olga Bukova and learn more about this fascinating university. Olga? Hello, Olga. How are you today?
Wow.
Olga?
So that is, unfortunately, I can't hear you very well, right? But can you hear me?
Yes, everything is
Yes, right. Well, so that is, dear friends, hello. My name is Olga Bukova, and I'm an international project coordinator of Surikov Art Institute. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers of the event for the possibility to present our institute to international applicants. So Moscow State Academic Art Institute, named after Surikov, is one of the oldest art schools in Russia. The history of our institute goes back to Moscow School of Painting, Sculpture, and Architecture, which opened in 1843. It was famous for being democratic and close to real life. Further changes in the structure of Moscow Art School led to establishing of Art Institute in 1939. In its activities, Surikov Art Institute continues humanistic traditions of Russian culture and supports the academic art education, which has formed over the last 2 centuries. The unique system of academic art education is based on forming professional drawing skills, developing compositional thinking, and accuracy of painting from life. So can I have next slide, please? Thank you. Surikov Art Institute has 5 faculties: painting, graphic, sculpture, architecture, and history of arts. They provide bachelor's, master's, specialist degree programs, which are taught in Russian. but our foundation course of Russian makes it available for foreign students as well. The foundation course lasts a year, and besides Russian, lessons of painting, drawing, and sculpture are also included. Surikov Art Institute offers a postgraduate course in History of Arts, which foreign students with sufficient level of language also take. Can I have next slide, please? Thank you. The Faculty of Architecture is the youngest in our institute. It was established in 2001, but it has already proved to be very competitive among architectural departments of Moscow and Russian universities. The students of the faculty constantly participate in international architectural competitions and win first prizes. Architecture combines creativity and engineering, so to enroll in the course, applicants have to take tests in mathematics and drawing. The low teacher-student ratio results in practically individual training. As a result, the faculty graduates achieve great professional success, both in Russia and internationally. Sculpture department of Surikov Institute is comparatively not numerous, and that is why very competitive. Applicants have to have some extracurricular training. Future sculptors have to master different kinds of sculpture: decorative sculpture, monumental sculpture, portraits, sculpture of small forms, relief, and medallion art. The training at the department is held in 2 personal studios, headed by outstanding masters of modern sculpture. So next one, please. Art drawing or graphic department trains specialists in different graphic techniques: engraving, etching, lithography, print. After 2 years of basic course in drawing and painting, students choose a studio to specialize in easel graphic, graphic design, book illustration, or poster design. Teaching staff of graphic faculty, besides being experienced teachers, are active contributors to international art exhibitions. So next, please. Painting department is the biggest part of Surikov Institute and one of the most popular among international students. Moscow School of Painting is globally recognized. The teaching system of the painting faculty is based on combination of Russian painting tradition and modern requirements for art school today. The faculty has studios of easel painting, monumental art, and theater design. Students can master oil painting, sgraffito, fresco, stained glass, and mosaic techniques. The Department of Painting Restoration is also a part of the faculty. Its graduates get a degree of painter-restorer. Next, please. Department of Theory and History of Arts trains specialists in art history, art criticism, museum and exhibition management. Bachelor's degree course lasts 4 years, master's course 2 years, and postgraduate or PhD degree course lasts 3 years. PhD degree course is very popular among international students, and many of them have defended their scientific research works. The main advantage of this faculty, comparing with the theoretical university courses, is the creative, artistic atmosphere. Future art critics study and develop together with young artists. Next, please. International students are aided by our international department with getting a visa, providing accommodation at our hostel, and medical insurance. The list of documents you need to provide for admission, you can see on the slide. Also, you can see the key dates and deadlines. All other information you will need, you will find just on our website. So next, please. We provide accommodation at our student hostel, which is just the next building to the building of the institute. Students do not have to commute to the studies by public transport. It is apartment type hostel, and the price, the dormitory fees, you can see on the slide. Next, please. International students, as all our students, have very busy students' life. Though they almost lack free time, as classes last from morning till evening every day, students take part in sports competitions, art conferences and exhibitions, excursions to different places in Moscow and in Russia. The big part of students' life is summer practice, in which all foreign students like to participate. It gives the possibility to visit different towns of central Russia and work in the open air. Next one. One of the greatest attractions for international students is the location of Surikov Institute. We are located in the historical center of Moscow, Tagansky district. It is needless to say what possibilities does Moscow, with its historical monuments, numerous museums, and art galleries, give to future artists, art historians, and architects. I think I will stop here. Thank you for your attention. I am open to your questions and hope to have you as our students next year.
Yes, thank you very much, Olga. And it is very great to have you with us because you have so many interesting things to tell us. The history of Surikov Institute is so long, and so many great artists were part of the institute, both as teachers and students, and they have been authors of hundreds of masterpieces, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any special collection or exhibition that you normally have to demonstrate, the masterpieces?
Yeah, so you mean just in the institute, right? Actually, we don't have a museum. It's our big dream. But anyway, we have a department which is called Methodology Department, where we keep best works by our best students, and we keep these works for many years. And our students, so that is, they have this possibility just to look at the works, and especially it's important concerning academic drawing. We have just absolutely excellent examples, and we have the special place which is called just the studio of drawing, where students can come and they can follow these brilliant examples.
Yeah, it's interesting. It is obvious that Arts Institute cannot be very populated with students, because every student requires like personal approach from teacher. But anyway, I'm sure that there is quite great number of international students at your
Right.
institute. From
Yeah.
which countries are they normally coming?
Right. So actually, we have foreign students from so many countries. So we have from European countries, we have from Germany, from France, we have from Serbia, so Bulgaria, and of course we have many students from Asia. So that is, we have Chinese students. So we have Korean students. So just all in all, it's just about 100 international students.
Right. Is it difficult for teachers to give lessons in Russian language to international students? I mean, I'm sure that you should have something specific, like not just classes, right? You have studios or workshops.
Right. Yeah, absolutely right. Yes, and of course, teachers are in teachers of painting department and graphic department and sculpture department. They have some problems, right? Especially when students are first year, second year students. But you know what artists usually say, right? They don't need the language very much, right? So that is, they can show how to work, and they have their own specific language, right? And besides students, they also learn from each other, right? So that is, they follow each other's example. But you're quite right. It's a problem for our teachers, right? It is.
Yeah, but you're right. I should have guessed myself that language of arts does not require any translation. So that's for sure. Yeah,
right.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yes, so they take it as an excuse, right? I mean, just foreign students, they don't know Russian very well, and they say they don't need it, right? So, but of course, as I have said, we have the foundation course, right? Yep. And so that is they are learning Russian, and it helps them a lot.
Do you have such experience that, for example, that you send your best teachers to other countries for some seminars? So, I mean, in order to get attraction from potential students, from partners, from galleries maybe also.
Right, yeah. So there is, first of all, we have very close connections with China, and our teachers, they go to some Chinese art institutes. And besides, just 2 years ago, we had a very good experience. So there is a group of our teachers, right, 15 teachers. They went to Italy, and we have this internship course at Naples, right, at the Academy of Fine Arts. And so that is, we were even expecting the Italians to come to our institute this year, but because of this virus, right, and all this, so this visit has been postponed. But anyway, yes, we hope and we pursue such exchange programs.
Great. Actually, thank you very much, Olga. We have to finalize our discussion, and I hope you have enjoyed the session just as we have. And basically, it was interesting to know more about your university, and I wish that you will get only the best students.
Right,
thank you so much.
So
have a good day.
We hope to, right, yes, and thank you for inviting us again. Thank you. Bye.
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 And now we are moving to the capital of the Volga region, the ancient city of Nizhny Novgorod, the official capital of sunsets in Russia. I would like to give a floor to Miss Marina Andreeva, official representative of Privolzhsky Research Medical University. We would love to know more about your city and the university, of course. Marina, hello.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Hello. On behalf of Privolzhsky Research Medical University, I'd like to welcome you today. I'm Marina, a specialist of International Affairs Department, and today I'm glad to meet you at Global Russian Education Day and present our medical university. Established in 1920, Privolzhsky Research Medical University is one of the oldest universities in Russia, and this year, university celebrates its 100th anniversary. It successfully provides scientific researchers and educational work in the best world and Russian traditions. The educational process is based on modern principles and medical development. Being recognized as one of the top medical universities in Russia, Privolzhsky Research Medical University has experienced and talented teachers, highly qualified specialists in various fields of medicine. Speaking about our students, we are proud to say that over 5,500 students have chosen our university to pursue studies, where about 1,200 students are foreign citizens from more than 61 countries across the world. More than that, our university is set in Nizhny Novgorod, a city in the European part of Russia with dynamic social and cultural life, only 400 kilometers away from Moscow. That makes our university a preferable place to study. Privolzhsky Research Medical University provides a great variety of educational programs on undergraduate, graduate, and postgraduate levels, both in Russian and English languages. For international applicants, our university offers following undergraduate educational programs: a 6-year general medicine course, a 5-year dentistry course, and a 5-year pharmacy course. There are more than 20 medical residency programs, including pediatrics, gastroenterology, neurology, oncology, obstetrics and gynecology, radiology, and many other specialties. Next slide, please. Speaking about documents for admission to our university, applicants should submit the following: a notarized copy of passport with a notarized translation into Russian, notarized copies of diplomas and certificates on education and annexes to them, where all subjects studied and credits are indicated, with a notarized translation into Russian, a certificate of equivalence or recognition of educational documents issued by Rospotrebnadzor of the Russian Federation in Moscow, certificate of English knowledge, and general health certificate marked with no contraindications for studies abroad, and HIV and AIDS free certificate. University Admissions Board is accepting documents now. Deadline for submitting documents for admission is on the 25th of October. Only 5 days are left. It is highly important to mention that all applicants have to take online written entrance tests in the following subjects: biology and chemistry. Next slide, please. As far as we are able to judge, accommodation issues are always crucial for our applicants, so it is of utmost importance to say a few words about university hostel. University provides fully equipped hostel facilities for students. It is specially designed with 2 priorities of safety and comfort. Having round-the-clock security and comfortable apartment, our students enjoy living in it. Our students come from more than 60 different countries, and this is one of the best things about being a student here. University hosts an extensive range of hobby clubs and societies, and you will definitely find one which is right for you. For instance, join a sports club will give you an opportunity to train, compete, and socialize with other students, take part at competitions, and enjoy university life. Join a society is a great opportunity to meet new people and make friends around the world. Our societies range from research units to Indian dance lovers, so there is bound to be something which is right for you. If not, you can always start your own. As we have already mentioned, our university is set in Nizhny Novgorod, at the very heart of the European part of Russia, in the place where 2 great rivers, Oka and Volga, merge together. It is harmoniously combines the spirit of Russian culture and traditions with a modern rhythm of life. Unofficially, as you have already mentioned, our city is called the capital of sunsets, and we are lucky to observe lovely sunsets almost every evening. And that's not all. Numerous estates, ancient temples, and monasteries await you in our abundant, generous, and hospitable city. That brings me to the end of our university presentation. Thank you very much for listening, and this is my pleasure to be here with you today. Now I would like to invite any questions that you may have regarding Privolzhsky Research Medical University.
Yes, Marina, thank you so much. We have some questions, but before we proceed to them, I want to stress and underline that we are only just 4 days away from the deadline for submission of documents to this university, which is one of the actually greatest in Russia. So I would definitely urge everyone who is watching us now to consider this opportunity as the last chance for you. And yes, Marina, actually, we understand that the university has long-standing academic and research traditions, and I would like to find out from which countries do you have the biggest numbers of your students?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. Our university invites students from many countries, and now we have 61 country representatives. Mainly they are from Asian countries such as Malaysia, India, and also from African countries. So, for example, the most number of students are from Iraq, Iran, and so some other representatives. And also we have some representatives from European countries such as Tioman, also from Norway, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so a lot of interesting and great students we have.
Yeah, it's really interesting. How many exchange programs the university has, and with which universities, from which countries?
Thank you. Yeah, so we have about 5 different exchange programs, and our students may attend different training programs and courses in German and France. And also we have some exchange program with Chinese universities, and we cooperate with IFMSA company. So this is like company that unites all students who study in medicine, and our students, when it wasn't about coronavirus period, they attend our department, and so had this opportunity to go to different exchange programs. We are very awaiting for that period when this program, these programs will start again.
Yeah, and definitely it's a good question now to you could be like, I'm sure that you have made a great input to the fight against this virus, right? Your scientists as well as maybe many teachers were a part of this, right?
Absolutely right. Not so long ago, we had a conference with Chinese university, and the representatives of our university, together with Rector Nikolai Nikolaevich, discussed the best ways how to overcome this virus, and something was said about vaccine, and so they did a great job here.
Yeah, it's really interesting and very actually important for nowadays to have this experience for university, as this was very quite unique situation for all humankind. Yeah, and basically I would love to thank you so much for this opportunity to have you with us, and we are really hoping that you will get more students, despite the fact that not all of them can come now, right? But still, they have to apply in order to start studying. So maybe if you would like to say some words, some more about the university, and to invite once again the students.
Thank you very much again for your attention and interesting questions. Of course, we invite all students who are interested in medicine and who is ready to take our entrance exams to our university. So you may find more detailed information on our website, which is just right here, or write to our email interstudy@pimu.ru. So, and we will be glad to answer all your questions.
Sure. Thank you so much, and have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You too. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Yes, thank you very much. And we finally coming to the university number 10, and I would like to announce it. This is Eurasian Institute, which is based in Moscow, and the institute has very interesting focus in their activities. That's why we invited them to take part in our event. And I am giving this floor to Director for International Business Development of the Institute, Mr. Michael Lazarenko, to make the presentation about Eurasian Institute. Please, Michael.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So it's big happiness to get this opportunity to introduce Eurasian Institute and our MBA program, Eurasia Online. So Eurasian Institute was established as an international brand of Moscow Institute of Management, Economics and Innovations. The main role of the Eurasian Institute is become a gateway to Russia for international students through its, at first, foundation program recognized by state universities for comprehensive preparation of foreign students to study, work and live in Russia. And at second, MBA Eurasia Online program developed according to the best academic and professional standards. Since 2017, Eurasian Institute has prepared hundreds of students from all over the world for dozens of Russian universities. Now, Institute focused on training qualified managers staff for business in Eurasia. Thank you. For next slide, please. Since 20th century, Eurasia, the heartland, has evolved from just geographical terms into political, economics, and cultural space. Taking into account different dimensions of the current level of the development of Eurasian countries, this continent has enormous untapped potential that will drive the growth of regional economies and will inevitably encourage cooperation within Eurasia, or even the greater Eurasia. This is very much the trend of the globalization concept. Eurasian Institute is here to facilitate Eurasian integration processes and serve the needs of education and cultural organizations, the local community of businessmen and aspirants across Eurasian countries considering or implementing cross-border projects and initiatives in Eurasia. Eurasian Institute, in cooperation with the Education Expert Center and under the accreditation of Eurasian People's Assembly, has developed a special MBA program for representatives of the Eurasian business community. The program is oriented on entrepreneurs who would like to get actual knowledge and skills in business development in Eurasia, as well as get an opportunity for networking across the diverse landscapes of Greater Eurasia. Specialists of the Eurasian Institute have used the global experience of doing business in different countries of Eurasia in order to fill in education modules with actual content. Because of this fact, exactly, the MBA Eurasia Online program can become an ideal driver of business development for our audience, wherever they are. The program has been created to provide entrepreneurs with actual knowledge and skills in international business management, an important part of the educational process in the support and nurturing of entrepreneurial spirit based on serious practical business development experience. The program develops the decision-making ability through analysis and critical thinking, which is especially important for work in a constantly changing business environment. Successful graduates get Master of Business Administration degree. Recommended duration of the MBA Eurasia Online program is 24 months, but not less than 20 months and can be extended if required. The maximum duration is 4 years. Whatever time will take you to complete the program, the fee will be fixed, $2,000 in case of single upfront payment or $300 per module that you can pay as proceed through the program. Our key advantages. All learning materials are available at our online system. You will have access to them 24/7 from any destination. You can study at your comfortable pace. You will be able to approach your teachers through the system. Next slide, please. So let's talk about course models. I will try to keep it brief. First module is personal skills development. You will get basic knowledge and skills which are necessary for successful completion of the MBA program. Strategic management. This model will provide you with knowledge of strategic processes in terms of different organization contexts. Next slide, please. Marketing management. Thank you. You will explore the role and function of marketing in constantly changing global markets and increasing international competition. Managing human resources. You will get the necessary information about the role of human resources management in the field of improving labor efficiency. Operation management. This module researches the conditions and processes for operation management and their relevance to achieving the organization's goals. Financial management. You will get the information about how to use concrete tools of interpretation and evaluation of financial information, how to use financial information in the area of decision-making in the financial sphere. Managing change. This module will give you an understanding of the nature of change in business, the role of contract manager in this process, and the skills which are necessary for effective behavior in process of change. Research methods. This module will form the basis of a critical approach to the philosophies which are usable in the field of business and management strategies and research methods. You will get the research skills needed for collecting and analyzing data. At this slide you can see numbers on the left side, and on the right side types of attestation procedures for every module are provided. Next slide. This MBA program is very affordable and accessible. Minimum entry age requirement is 23 years old. There are 2 ways to get enrolled to the MBA Eurasia online program. For academic pathway, you need to submit your higher education diploma and prove that you have at least 2 years of managerial experience. And there is also a professional pathway. You will need to submit your professional diploma and prove at least 4 years of managerial experience. We are also very flexible in terms of intake dates, as we have for intake throughout the year in October, January, April, and June. Here you can see the key advantages of the program. Thank you for your attention. I'm happy to get your questions.
Yes, thank you very much, Michael, for this presentation. It's really interesting, and I would like to also draw attention of our participants to this institute and their program. And unfortunately, we have to finalize this event. It's always a big pleasure to be a part of this Global Russian Education Day events, and I would like to thank everyone for attending this session, and many special thanks to our speakers, and my special thanks to Mr. Prakash Pandey from Econ Nepalese Education Consultants Association, who had made many valuable remarks in his keynote speech. And I would like to tell one more time that Russia offers very affordable and accessible education, and due to sovereign legislation, Russian universities don't require any English language proficiency certificates or any other things that may become like obstacles to potential students. But the quality of education in Russian universities is very high, which is actually confirmed and proved by high positions that many Russian universities hold in international rankings, right? And I would definitely recommend to everyone to consider studying in Russia as their top priority and their top study destination. And I would also like to say that Education Expert Center's work is aimed at support of Russian education expert through helping Russian universities to build their relations with international education consultants, and that's why I invite all education consultants who would like to work with Russian universities to get familiar with the Russian education system by joining our course that we have launched for the international consultants, and you will get a very solid fundamental for your further achievements in working with Russian universities. And thank you very much, everybody, and I hope that everyone will have a good day today, and we'll see you at the next Russian Global Education Day session. Goodbye.